Let's prepare now. Excellent. We will be live streaming in just one moment on YouTube. I'm going to record this as well. Prepare now. Excellent. Mute this. Okay, let's see. Now, here we go. We're on YouTube, live streaming, and we're also here on Zoom. So actually, let me unmute my mic over here. There we go. We're on YouTube. Let me see. Streaming. Can you still hear me, Monique?
Yes, I can.
Oh, but you know what? I can't hear you, so I think I got to do it this way. Okay, so now we're here because we're celebrating the Young and the Restless on my YouTube channel. Got over 1,000 viewers, and I'm here with Monique Abram. And Monique is a constant commenter for the daily recaps of the Young and the Restless. Monique, and I want to thank you for that. Monique, I have a couple questions for you. How long have you been watching The Young and the Restless?
I've been watching Young and the Restless since Shamar Moore was on there as Malcolm.
I loved Shamar Moore on there as Malcolm. Absolutely, absolutely. And when they did when Neil died, or they finally had him die on the show, and they had Shamar come back, that meant a lot to me,
Yes. Also remember when Victor was married to Julia Newman, and she was having an affair with his now then lawyer Michael, and he had them held in the basement and fed him rats.
Oh my God, that was before my time. I'm a newer Young and the Restless, as in when all my children went off the air. Then I needed something else in an earlier time. Even though I recorded them, that's when I really started watching The Young and the Restless, once all my children went off the air. But I definitely loved Drusilla. Now, tell me, who is your favorite male character? You can go past and present or both.
It would have to be Victor Newman.
Wow. Tell me, what do you like about Victor Newman?
Well, he's just always been, he's never been taken down, even when you get close to nailing him,
yeah,
somehow he surprises you and just somehow comes out on top. Like with him and Jack Abbott, you thinking, hey, Jack, maybe one I know it's coming. And then Victor just comes in and just takes everything.
I think the only time Victor ever lost was when his kids brought that lawsuits against him, and he ended up having to pay each of them like $1 billion each.
Yes, and they still was ungrateful.
No, look, here's the deal. They each got $1 billion, right? Yet they act like they don't have a dime. They act like they don't have a dime. Abby went to Devon to get money for her restaurant. When I'm thinking, chick, you got $1 billion you got from that lawsuit, but I guess, look, she didn't want to use her own money for that, right?
The only person that didn't sue them was Adam.
Yeah.
Yes, because Adam could make it on his own without Newman, which is why, I don't know why, he goes through this thing with, do you love me? Do you not love me? If I come back to Newman, will Nick and Victoria accept me? So I'm like, at this point, just start your own business.
Yes.
That won't work because, Victor will find a way to screw it up. Because it scares Victor.
It does. It honestly does. Now tell me, female actress, either past and present, or is it the same one?
It has to be Janae Cooper, Catherine Chancellor.
I loved Catherine Chancellor. Oh my God. I did. Even when they had her go off the rails, with her drinking, yes. I still loved Catherine. You're right.
The epic fight with Jill and they threw cake at each other.
Whose wedding was that? Was that
I think
that wasn't the
Colin Kane's father. I think she was marrying.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe. Because I'm going to tell you, my favorite male actor on The Young and the Restless, I had to really stop and think. But for me, it was Neil Winters. I really liked Neil, but what I liked was the evolution of Neil from becoming an employee to owning his own business with his son. Because for years, we only knew Neil as working for Victor Newman, or he worked for Chancellor Industries for Catherine. Did he work for Jabot? I don't remember. But at one point, Victor had him as the CEO, right? But that was one seat he was never going to ultimately have in the end. Victor was always waiting for his children to grow up so that they could inherit everything, right?
You want to say it? Hold on.
Go ahead.
No.
Look,
All right, that was my auntie.
oh, that's okay. Look, this is daily recaps. I have live stuff. You see, you hear what I go through with my dogs. But anyway, yeah, ultimately Neil was never ever going to have his own. So when he and Devon, and he agreed to hook up with Devon, that made him a business owner. And I loved that. I really, really loved that. Now, as far as favorite actress, it's always been Phyllis, but right now they're having her go truly off the rails,
She's like how she was when she first got on the show. It's causing chaos. Then when things go wrong, it's you're not on my side. You don't believe in me. I did this because of you. She's always been like that, blaming other people for her mistakes. Then when she gets caught, it's wow.
Yeah. I said I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Now let's talk about Phyllis. What relationship did you feel Phyllis thrived the most in?
It's a tie maybe between Jack and Nick.
Yeah.
With Nick, she was the more fun side. She was the video gamer with Nick. With Jack, it was more serious with Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. I to me, yeah, she was lighthearted with Nick, but Nick could never accept Phyllis for Phyllis. Jack even has that problem too, but Jack knows Red. He knows her. He knew, what would send her down rabbit holes, which is why I'm so surprised he was oblivious to when he was letting Diane back in the door, why he would think Phyllis would be okay with that. Why would he think she would be okay with that? Phyllis was going to be Phyllis, But now tell me, couples, who was your best favorite? Let's go back in the day and then let's go now. So back in the day, who was your favorite couple?
That would be Victor and Nikki. Well, of course, my favorites because they've been through the ringer. They've been divorced about 10 times.
Yeah.
It used to be Nick and Sharon, but then it's like Nick goes back and forth. 1 minute is Sharon, then it's Phyllis, then it's another woman. Then Phyllis pisses him off. He goes back. Then it's back to Phyllis. And I'm like, okay, who you gonna be with again tomorrow?
Yeah. Because look, it ain't gonna be Sally tomorrow.
Yeah, I really don't. They're just. He's good for her on paper because he's the stable brother. Because she doesn't have to risk her heart being broken with Nick because he's the fairy tale version. Adam gives her the good, the bad, and
you know what I liked about her and Adam? Adam allowed Sally Spectra to be Sally Spectra. Sally Spectra was a bit bad, and she liked being bad. She liked causing little chaos. Let's cause some riffles. That was Sally. And Adam was like that too. So that's why to me they were the best together, because she could truly be herself with Adam.
Nick is like she has to like shield that part of herself,
Mm-hmm.
because Nick has always been judgmental. You know,
Yes.
if you don't think the way he thinks or feel the way he feels, then you're wrong all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
agree.
like when the whole him trying to interfere with Adam being involved in his kid's life, said, "Oh, you're overstepping. Sally doesn't need this. You shouldn't be too involved, with the kid. You're going to the doctor's going to cause her stress." And at this point, Sally should just say
Yeah.
something, but she's not going to say anything, because I've noticed that when Adam and Nick are around her, she's going to take Nick's side about Adam.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Nick disappears, she's all happy and smiling with Adam.
And laughing and chuckling.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. You notice that?
I noticed that. But with Nick, it's like I have to be careful what I have to say. I have to tell him what he wants to hear.
Because
I
look, when Adam offered her that house, which was a shock to me, she was thinking, wow, he wants to buy me a house with a white picket fence for me and my baby. That did something to her. And Nick was kind of like, well, I'll be doggone. What you want to give her?
yeah,
That was pretty
that
good.
does turn his life around. That would be a shocker for
Yeah,
the Nick, because I think Nick is counting on Adam to somehow screw up.
yeah. I think so too. I think so too. Now tell me, now that was back then, your couple we talked about. Who do you like now as a couple?
There's never really been couples on the screen that much. I would
I know,
say
huh?
Abby and Devon, but they're kind of too close to family for me.
Yeah. And too close. Their relationship to me reminds me of best friends.
Yeah, then you
Best
can't really
friends.
talk about Tess and Mariah because they barely on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, my favorite vintage couple was Neil and Drusilla.
yes, they were
Neil, because Drusilla had this spunk and this spice, and it would throw Neil off sometime because, Neil was so starch and, trying to come up in the corporate ranks. And here you have Drusilla just coming out like a little hurricane. And I really liked it when she became the top model for Jabot. I really liked the evolution of Drusilla, and I was shocked when they had her fall off that cliff. I'm telling you, that took me back because I kept thinking, okay, they're gonna find her hanging. She's still hanging on a tree. Like, help me. Drusilla was gone. I couldn't believe that. That was a shock. And Lily was there and saw the whole thing. Oh no, that was just a shock to me, you know.
yeah, and
And I miss her. To me, that character of Drusilla was needed.
yeah, probably need to bring back Olivia to
Yeah.
talk some sense into her son Nate.
Oh, yes. Because Nate, I don't know. I don't know what's Nate. There's just this big hole in him that, can't be. Bottom line, like I even said, go get surgery. Devon needs to send him to the cutting edge place because they could repair his hand, but to have him not ever be a doctor again, I don't see it, but here's the deal. As far as I go vintage, minor vintage, no, minor modern, up to date. I liked Devon and Hillary together, not Amanda. I liked Devon and Hillary because it also reminded me of that whole. Now I've got somebody in the waiting room here trying to get on. I'm wondering, let me send a message to the waiting room. I'm wondering message waiting. I don't know how to send them because I can't just bring them in because I don't know who they are, and this is a live stream. So anyway, they kind of reminded me of Neil and Drusilla because Hillary was that spunky, wild side kind of person, and Devon has always been Devon. He's always been more laid back, straight, more straight laced, which is why them having him sleep with Abby like that, to me, that was so out of the blue. And just why did that happen?
I did like Devon and Hillary. I just didn't like how they got together. When Neil went blind, Sleeper had his back. That's the only thing I didn't like about them being together was, now this man is blind and you're doing your father's wife.
Yes.
And he can't see. And then when they all went on that plane and the plane crashed, and that's when he found out everything, how Kane knew about it, didn't say anything. Then Lily get mad at Kane for not telling her what Devon was doing.
Yeah. And that was, but see, here's the deal. That's what I loved about it, because they felt he can't see nothing. We gazing at each other. We're pretty much almost kissing in front of him. And they thought, and then when Neil could see, he was like, oh, wait, what the heck is happening here? In front of my face, But then when they had Neil go off the rails, when Hillary, on Devon and Hillary's honeymoon, and he caused her to fall, and then he now got her hidden in the little boathouse or wherever he had her hidden,
The same doctor that played the lawyer, Martin.
Yeah. Yes.
On PH.
That is so true.
Like this time.
So now modern day, did you say who your modern day couple is?
It would be Adam and Sally, even though they aren't together.
I like that. Yeah.
My couple, Chelsea and Adam, I did like them. Then I like Sharon and Adam. But they're too toxic for each other. With Chelsea, her issues, and you got Billy is being like a clutch, like she can't make decisions without me. She needs me by her side. She can't go nowhere. I gotta be a clutch to her.
Exactly.
Then does something without him, he's panicking like, oh, what's my new start in life? Yeah, Billy's been that way since he started on the show. One minute I want to be a corporate leader. Then it's the podcast. Then it's the restaurant. Then it's the magazine.
I remember Billy as a teenager when he was a Glow by Jabot team. He was one of the most that just did not have his act together. He did not know what he really wanted to do. Now, as far as storylines, what was your favorite pastime storyline that you really liked?
When Victor had amnesia, and when Sharon and Tucker got married to take over the company, and when they found out when Genevieve, one that plays Laura on DA, found out that he was alive, she went to go do some investigation, because I guess with Victor being supposedly dead, the stocks would go up.
Oh, okay. So you know what one of my favorite storylines was when Billy and Mackenzie got married, and Jill had just found out. Remember that for that period where she got misdirected, saying she was Catherine's long lost child, and Jill burst into the hotel the honeymoon night right before they were going to consummate the marriage, because at this point we're like, no, they're related, and they would be cousins, and Billy and Mackenzie just could not recover after that, You know, they couldn't, because it took a while before the storyline to come out that Jill was not the long lost child. You know, they end up making it Tucker. You know,
Yeah.
so that was interesting to me. That was one of my favorite storylines. Then favorite storylines as of late was definitely Victoria and Ashlyn Locke. At the end, when it was coming out and he was flipping the script on his personality, that had me on the edge of my seat. That had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I loved it, and I'm like, this is why Victor doesn't want to put Victoria in charge of Newman.
Yep.
Situation with Locke. She let this man into the company, don't know nothing about him. She practically hand gifted Newman to him, and people was trying to tell her, "Oh, he's this, he's that." But you know, Victoria, you know, she's like her dad. I could handle this.
Yes, yes. I got everything under control. Yeah, Victoria. Which is why I'm hoping they don't make the Newmans get McCall Unlimited. Devon, I want it to be Devon. I really do.
If they do acquire McCall in a separate entity, I think Devon would, if Tucker should sell it to Devon, I think Adam would be the good person to run the company as a co-CEO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Adam has good business sense, but do you feel he could work well with Devon?
I think they can. I mean, he has no issue with them. He never did anything like harmful to him, to family. Everything Adam did, he did it to the Newmans.
Yeah.
I think he'll tolerate Adam.
Yeah. He would, Devon, I don't know. See, here's the thing about co-CEO. I don't know if I would want Adam to have that much power, simply because Adam, when he decides he wants to take something from you, and if he has the power to take it, he would undermine Devon. And Devon would not, because here's the deal. Devon would not see Adam coming. Devon doesn't think cunning and lying and sneaking like that. You know, Adam, on the other hand, he's Victor Jr. Well, he's named after him, really. People just don't, he just refuses to be called. I think he's Adam Victor Newman, or is he Victor Adam Newman? Which one is he?
I think he's Victor Adam Newman Jr.
So I just don't know if I could trust him. I feel he could do a good job running McCall, but I don't feel he should have complete autonomy, especially if Devon is the owner. But I do like the fact that they're giving Devon a launch pad or something to lean back on, because I don't know how they're going to make this whole court case go. I don't understand that.
I don't either. I think the merger from the beginning was terrible. Really won't say anything to Jill. Say, hey, maybe we should not do this IPO. I mean, do the IPO, there are going to be other people after the company, and if we go public, then other people could start having control of all the stocks at the company. Lily should just give Devon his company, keep it separate.
She did say, remember in the beginning, if it doesn't work out, we could all just go our separate ways. What happened to that? What happened to that? So now, the only reason I didn't want Chancellor to win the lawsuit is Devon loses his life's work. Yes, Devon may be taking over McCall Unlimited, but that was Tucker's life work, right? Devon is going to lose everything he built with Neil, everything he built without Neil, and everything he built with Neil together when they merged Hamilton Winters. One thing I would like to have been acknowledged where Tucker was talking to Devon, because where Devon is saying, How do I know I could trust you? How do you want to sell me your company? How do I know, you don't have a hidden agenda? How do I know? How do I know? Tucker should have reminded him. What about the first company I gave you? He gave him that music company. That was Tucker's that he gave to Devon because he was his son, and he never interfered in that. Tucker just kept on, building his own music, but he gave Devon artists. He set that boy up when he was, 10 years ago or more, but he should remind him, how did that go for you, son? It went very well. And you're still thriving with it. So now you're getting ready to take over the reins. I'm getting ready to give you at a great price. Now, it was interesting where he goes, I could be your consultant. And Devon is like, really? Okay. Because of you, the company's in shambles, but you want to be my consultant. But I could see Tucker having some value as to some aspects of the company, because he did have it for decades.
Yeah,
So,
yes, he
So now, as far as storylines present, what storylines do you like present?
Nothing really. I'm just waiting for this whole Diane thing to be over with. It's just what I just get tired of watching Jack look like a fool when it comes to Diane. I think he knows what she's about, but he won't admit it to himself that maybe Phyllis and Nikki and Ashley are right that she is playing me. But I think Jack is just lonely. He just wants someone there.
And even for him now, yes, he committed one crime for Diane. See, and he didn't get his hand slapped at all. That's the problem. Now he's talking about, I will end Stark for good this time, for good. Okay, Jack, now you're getting a bit cocky. So I don't know where they're going to go with that, but bottom line, we all know Jack's getting ready to get egg in his face, right? We already know that.
He's going to look stupid, and then Phyllis is going to be laughing and say, ha, I told you so.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, now my last question is regarding the daily recaps. What do you like about my daily recap channel?
I love it because I sometimes don't get a chance to watch the episode. I'm always reading the recaps on Twitter or on a message board. Then I just like to come here just to hear people comment about the storylines that's going on or have been going on. And it's amazing. I get to, have a chat where I could talk to people about soaps, whether it be All My Children or One Life to Live, which was my favorite show, One Life to Live.
Really?
I was a Vicky Lord fan.
I liked Vicky too, and I liked her when she played Nikki. But look, that way you can have kids and don't remember you had kids, right? Oh, I had you as Nikki. Remember when they had her Jessica come back? Jessica had the other sister, and that was the one that Nikki had when she was Vicky had when she was Nikki.
Yes, I'm looking like, okay, who's she gonna be today? Vicky?
Yeah, exactly. I did like One Life to Live, but I was more of an All My Children fan more than One Life to Live. I was definitely All My Children more than One Life to Live, but I definitely watched One Life to Live too. I like the little Buchanans. They kind of had that little country feel to them going on. But so no, I love the fact that we can talk. On the chats, which is why I do get to read them, and I love that. General Hospital comments are getting a little long now for me to be able to read them all, but I still try, but my Young and the Restless comments is less. So I'm able to get to Comment Corner and read Comment Corner and see how you all feel about the show. So, but that's what I love about it too. But I wanted to have this live stream to celebrate the 1,000 viewers. And I'm so happy that you were able to come on live because I see your comments. I see, you bringing great points. And now I get to see you and you get to, talk about it personally. So that's great. So thank you so much. You have any closing words you want to say?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Looking forward to more reviews. And have you ever watched the other reviews? There's two of them, Brock
Mhm.
TV and Albert Bostic.
I'm subscribed to Brock TV. I don't necessarily know about the other, but Brock TV, I definitely subscribe to him.
Sanctuary, I believe.
Who?
DC Sanctuary.
I'll have to look. What do you like about those? See, look, everybody, hey, I'm not afraid. She's shouting out some of her favorite folks, shout them out. What do you like about them?
When they don't like a character, they warn you, hey, if you're a Trina fan or a Spencer fan or a Jocelyn fan or whoever fan of the character you are, I'm going in on them. So I suggest you leave the channel. The character is spoil the ride. If Sunny is acting like a
yeah,
well, let him have it.
Yeah. So it's like this. I applaud, YouTube creators that want to provide content, because trust me, I watch my soaps every day. So when I decided to do this channel, I decided to do it because I like the soaps and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to make them me. I'm like, oh, it was never, oh, I want to outdo this channel or, this YouTuber, never that, because different people resonate to different people. Some people are going to resonate to one narrator or recapper or spoiler, and then the other. Me, I just wanted to bring my personality and bring my thoughts about the soaps, and that's exactly what I've done. So I'm just happy that you're here and you were you still are a constant commenter, and just keep it up, because I plan on keeping this up as well. Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a phenomenal day. Thank you for taking this time out of your Saturday to be on with me. And I'll be back on Monday with another. Actually, I've got to upload my yesterday's Young and the Restless daily recap. I haven't done that yet, but it's already recorded. I just have to upload it, but I'll get that done later. I'm a little tired. So, but I will see you. Okay. All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Let me